You now I know I don't look my best, right? But I just want to say something really nice that happened tonight. Funnily enough, it's Halloween today, 2024, and we live on the opposite side of a road where the cars go hell for leather, so we don't get a lot of. And on the other side of that road is where the estate is, right? So we don't get a lot of trick or treaters, trick or treaters, right? So I go out myself with my big bag of, like, literally the amount of effort I've gone to this year. It's what I'm doing a video. It's like literally me contacts, mate. Not a single person has mentioned me contacts. To be fair, nobody looks you in the face these days, really, do they? And I didn't have all this shit on my eyes, right? This is an accidental thing I did. I went and put some more lipstick on, give myself a little cheeky smile, because my mouth usually turns down. And so I thought, nah, fuck it, mate, cheer yourself up. As you can say, got into a bit of fucking bother while I were out there, but I do live in Javland. Anyways, I've got a few people that have come by past the house, and I'm out there like trick or treat, because if I sat here, there would be no point in me making the 50 plus bags of trees that I fashioned, put in this big fucking cauldron, right? And literally, it wouldn't have been touched. In the end, I've got at least a dozen left, at least, and I've been out on the street twice. Yeah, it was twice. And the second time I couldn't find anybody, but I came back and this poor girl, this teenage girl, I'm like, trick or treat, like, whatever. She's like, just looking at me like I was about to fucking rape her. I thought, I'm not, well, I suppose women can do that, can't I? I don't fucking know. Maybe she just thought I was a bloke. Do you know what I mean? I am dressed a bit, inconspicuous, but the tits should have given it away, really, when you think about it. I've not thought about that, but yeah, that should have swayed her mind. But she was like this, no, like I was chasing her down the street with a fucking microphone, asking her whether she likes Trump or Biden. Do you know what I'm saying? No, actually, I should imagine if she was American, that there's a lot of people that would stop for that question. Anyways, right. So, my favourite interaction of the night, right? Because I'd been stood there by the door. Every time I hear sounds of children or fun in any way, I'm there and I'm straight out the front door, trick or treat, with my bag, because my house looks inconspicuous. You know what I mean? I don't know how to put lights up, shit like that. Don't decorate the outside. I don't know how you decorate the outside of a house. I am not that person, right? Inconspicuous. Nobody ever knocks on. So I have to go out amongst the people to give away my wares. So I've gone to 3 weeks. Actually, I started Halloween on the 1st of September this year. I am, like, the whole month of August, my birthday month, was my birthday month. I started enjoying my birthday on the 1st of August. 3 weeks worth of, 3 plus weeks worth of full shit. My contact started shifting. I hope you caught that. That'd be really cool. And people could say, like, I'm a shill and I'm, like, basically a reptilian. How cool would that be? That's how not famous, because I don't want to be famous and shit like that. I don't want recognition, and I definitely don't fucking want money for what I do, right? But I want that level of notoriety, that level of infamy. That's the word. Shut up. I can't even remember what I was saying. I want that level of infamy that... I'll put it in the comments, fuck it. Or the description thing. Yeah, so, my favourite thing, and it'll probably come back at some point in time, wheelie bin. I have to do the fucking video on wheelie bins. How many years have I been saying that, bastard? If you don't follow my channel, you'll never know. And if you don't follow my channel, why not? Thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. come and clean my kitchen, that kind of thing. Adopt a cat. No. Anyways, sorry. I am a little bit tiddly, right? You probably noticed. I was going to do this as a live, and like literally that's probably not wise. I don't even know if you're allowed to drink on YouTube. But drink I am, because I've had to go out there in public shouting at random strangers trick or treat. Now, that seems a bit weird. And I can see why this poor young lass was fucking scared, to be fair. Because there's this random middle-aged fucking hag just fucking chasing you down the street with a cauldron on fucking Halloween going trick-or-treat. She probably thought I was going to fucking turn her into a frog. Poor cow. Oh my God, that makes that so much better. Oh, thank you for listening to me, because I was really upset about it earlier on. It really did. It upset me, and the rest of the interactions have been so good. And that sort of put a down note on it, and that was the last interaction that I had with anybody, but it makes sense now. Poor fucking... See, this is the benefit of going back and thinking, hold on a minute, because maybe your first guess is wrong, peeps. You know what I mean? Anyways, so earlier on I had a gang of youths. And that's not something that I expected to say this morning, but I've already said it in type twice. No, I said it in type once, and I said it to my son earlier on, because I quite like it. In fact, I think I put on Facebook, I had a gang of youths, and it was awesome. Right? But with this group of lads, now, what I've been doing is hear a noise, go to the front door. If there's anybody walking down the street, which is usually on the opposite side, I go trick or treat over the road. Everybody gets sweets. Everybody's happy. And there was a few that I managed to catch. Went for a little walk round. Saw a few more other people. Nothing really going on. And then I went and I heard a noise, so I opened the door, and there was a gang of youths going by. I'm sorry if you can't take me seriously, by the way. But this is a really wholesome story. And so they're going up the street, and there were about between 8 and 10 of them, I'd say. And they were about sort of, if I had to guess, between the ages of 13 and 15, that sort of age range. If I had to guess, but I am shit at ages, trust me. Anyways, right. So I heard, my phone's falling over. Scary Halloween face. Right. So so there's these lads over the road. I opened the door and I saw all of these youths, and they were not rowdy, you know what I mean? And I thought, should I go out and do me thing, with me cauldron, going out and fucking happy Halloween. I'm so sorry, I'll get this right in a minute. Right, that's better. So, and then I sat there and stood there, and I'm like, looked through the door, through the crack in the door, and I'm like, none of them look to be dressed up for Halloween. None of them. All right. So they're obviously just a group of youths going around the estate, right? And sort of like, and then they sort of stopped and they converged into like this sort of circle, and somebody had got a phone on and whatever, because something was lit up. I'm assuming depth perception, actually can see fantastic in the contacts, but obviously didn't let me get glasses on and have concussion. My depth perception's a bit out at the minute. Anyways, so I'm depth perception can make you see if you've got that. But it could have been somewhere through the door or somewhere else. That's depth perception. Anyways, so I'm stood there and I'm like, are they trick or treating and what? And then they're not. I don't know whether this young lad, one of the young lads, lives in this house over the road and up a bit and whatever. But they went to the door and somebody let him in, right? And one of them appeared to check the living room door and nothing happened. And I thought, And they'd left the rest of this group. There were just a couple of them had gone into this house. So I'm like, are these ne'er-do-wells? Like, literally, you know, like, I'm thinking fucking all sorts, right? And I'm like, am I about to witness some crime? Because I don't see crime around here, thankfully, right? But I've not seen groups of youths around here either. Anyway, so I was a bit on alert. So I sat through me cracking me fucking door watching these lads. They went in there. I'm like, right, okay, pay attention to details now, Kaz, because if some crime's about to go down, maybe learn some. I didn't know anything except for they went that way, so went in the door and like they waited up there. Anyways, they came out. One of them was on a bike. I'm like, right, okay, he must live there or know somebody who lives there and who was looking after his bike. Cracking, and then they just stayed around. I'm like, right, okay, I'll just shut the door. These lads have got the bike. They're obviously choosing where to go next. And there's no crime that I need to be witnessing because, you know, got to be aware of crime. And there was no crime. So, like, cracking. Then I hears, as I'm shutting the door, I hears these lads go by. And 3 of them had broken off from the group and come down here. And I thought, right, are they trick-or-treating? So anyway, I hear them, I'm standing there listening, and he hears one of them go, I ain't fucking saying trick-or-treat, mate. No fucking, I am not saying trick-or-treat, right? I'm like, right. And he's like, but mate, we want sweets, right? I was immediately enamored, went into fucking mum mode, didn't I? I was like, oh my God, they are actually trick-or-treating for sweets. Do you know what I mean? Because years ago, you hit teenagerhood and you're like, give us a quid. Actually, my mum always used to give trick-or-treaters a quid, and there were always some teenage lads knocking on. Hey, maybe if I gave back. No, not teenage. No. Anyways, right. So anyways, I heard these lads go by, and then this kid's like, no way, I am not saying fucking trick-or-treat. So I grabs my cauldron, and I looks out, and they're there, and they came out, and I'm like, trick-or-treat with me bag. I ain't got all this shit on my face at this fucking point. I got a bit of something. Went a bit haphazard when I went haphazard with it. Please forgive me, this story is wholesome. So, like, they came out, and I'm like, trick-or-treat, and they're like, oh, mate, right? And they all, like, came round to my garden, and I'm like, oh, take one each. And he's like, you put it in bags? I'm like, yeah, like, everybody have one and whatever. And he's like, mate, this is wicked. And they're all like these fucking teenage lads that I thought were ne'er-do-wells, not but 10 minutes earlier, were fucking buzzing over a little fucking Halloween bag full of sweets. And they were all like, mate, this is fucking, oh, you put it in bags. Like, this is so fucking cool. Like, proper buzzing in the world. Anyways, they went to go out, and there's all these other lads still over the way. And so they went over there, and I went like, oh, they can come over for some too. And the last lad of these 3 would turn around, like, because he was at the end. And you can't see my hand over there, can you? He was at the end of the driveway. Fucking hell, don't. It's been a long night, mate. And it's only 20 to 9. I've got so many sweets. So many sweets. Mate, my grandkids are going to be sugar bombed at the weekend. I know my daughter will portion it out, so it won't be daft, but like they're getting everything when my son goes at the weekend. Anyways, so I said, your mates can come over as well. And he's like, can they? And I'm like, yeah. And he went like, those, like, however he shouted at them, oi, like, she's got bags. Fucking tell me about it, no. She's got bags, mate. She said you can have some sweets, and oh, it was lovely. And like, so all these lads, and so the first lot there were 3. There were, I'd say, at the very least 5, if not 7, in the second lot. And I don't know if all of them came over. It was a sizable group of youths. You know, like I should imagine old people would be a bit perturbed by the youths and the sizable amount of the young capable of kicking your head in youth. Oh, did I say what happened after? But so yeah, it was just the most wholesome experience. I kept going on, oh my mate, you're pointing bags. Now, the coolest thing is, in all of the bags that I gave out and all of the ones that I've got left, there's either a little sort of ping pong eyeball, plastic ping pong eyeball, or a little plastic skull. There's like, so they're all going to go away, open their bag, going, mate, and all of them have got a fucking, should we go and fucking find them? Let's go see what we got. Right, so all of them have either got one of them, or one of them, and oh, that's cool. And every one of them's got like a ball. This fucking shit off Temu, mate. I have gone to trouble this year. Or no, that's the same one. Hold on a minute. Where are you? Have I given them all away? Shut up. Oh no, there we go. Oh, they're my favourite. That's why I wanted to show it. Them ones. And then they've got like fucking Skittles, Twixes, popping candy, little gummy eyeballs. Like, I've gone to fucking town. And you think to say, you know, like, you know, who goes to the trouble of putting fucking contact lenses in? Oh, tail of the contact lenses. These I bought for a Supernatural convention back in 2022. Crossroads 5, right? I got these, and then I've got some yellow ones, and I totally made 2 years I've sat on these bad boys, 2 years and a month. Bought them actually before, a month, and then I probably bought them a month or two before that, to be fair. Over 2 years I've had these fucking contact lenses. Shit scared to put them in at the convention because I didn't know how to put in contact lenses. And I was like, oh my God, it's going to be really... No, mate, it's piss fucking easy to put in bloody contact lenses. And nobody's noticed. Nobody's noticed my contact lenses. But afterwards with the youths, I was like, they'd have totally appreciated that. If I'd have gone like, excuse me, can you appreciate my contact lenses? I know that them youths would have been like, mate, that was wicked. Because they were like, mate, she's gone back. And they're going to find little plastic shit in there. Oh, I loved it. It reminded me of a meme that, well, there have been a lot of memes recently about the old light. Just because they're teenagers, it doesn't mean to say that that they can't join in the fun of Halloween. You know, like, it's the last bit of their childhood they've got left. Let them have it. And so I went into Halloween like that, and I just had, obviously, I had to check if there were ne'er-do-wells and like. And whilst I was watching them, actually, it made me think, you know, like of like, you know, like we're told to be wary because all we see of the youth is when they're chucking out fucking riot shit and saying that they're all ne'er-do-wells. And it's like, do you know what? Those young men were a fucking credit to their mothers. Every single one of them was a bloody credit. Every single child that I have interacted with today, and every single adult, obviously apart from that poor girl. You know, like, I forget the police knocking on the door because she was looking back afterwards as I'm going along after she'd minced away. And I was like, is she checking out which house I'm going to go in so she knows where to send the police? Or is she just like, oh shit, ask me again, because I'll say yes this time. I've had a chance to think about the fact that it is Halloween, and you know, you did say to me, like, I literally can't give these sweets away. Will I do it again next year? Yes, I fucking hope so. Now, my plan for this year was what I planned when I started Halloween on the 1st of September. My plan was to bust out Velma Dinkley, because when I went to the Supernatural convention, for which I bought the lenses, these are just tattoos off Temu, and like literally, thank fuck I also bought alcohol wipes from Temu, because apparently that takes them off. Otherwise, I'm gonna get the police called when I go in the co-op. Ooh. What was I saying? Damn it. Yeah. So, I'm putting on so much weight. Don't know if you noticed. A little bit gone. I fucking love it. These are my specific favourite ones. And literally, it's just like a pack of these. So this there is a scarf. There's that one there. There's that one there. That one there. Is that one? There's that lipstick. I think that's one there. There's one there on that big bugger there, and that one there. And then these ones are my own. So yeah, like, oh, and next doors, right? I went out the first time I went out. I came back and there was little kiddies going into next door, the daughter of next doors, and this little girl was dressed like Megan, not Markle, the little doll. Horror movie. Wouldn't that be cool? Like, like if they did a spoof thing, where it's like Meghan, but it's just Meghan Markle. Or just Meghan Markle, not even a doll. Just because he goes mad, starts chopping French toast, fucking sausage fingers. Oh, yeah, and people were like really nice about it. Like, everything's been so much fucking fun. People going like, oh yeah, that's it, next doors. And the girl says, oh, you I think she said you the girl. No, she didn't. She got to be like woman or whatever. Are you who lives next door to me mum? And I'm like, oh yeah, I am, because I was just coming up to the house at the time. And she's like, oh, you do this every year, don't you? No, I didn't last year, but the year before, when I'd been 2022, when I'd been to the convention, I dressed up like fucking. Well, it was a Japanese alcohol ghost, thank you, from Supernatural, but also looks like the Ring and the Grudge woman and whatever. So I did that a couple of years ago, and it was so much fun. Did fuck all last year. I'm like, nah, mate. Thought this year I'd bust out Velma Dinkley. And my hair is like twice as long as it was when I went to the convention when I first wore the wig, and I just couldn't be asked. And also, Velma Dinkley, she wears fucking high-heeled shoes. Not in the series, in my wardrobe. The shoes that I managed to go with the Velma outfit are high heels. And literally, because I forgot to contacts, all right? Not vision contacts, but I don't know whether it's because of the contacts, but I forgot to put my glasses on when I went out. Never felt so short in my fucking life, mate. But I'd have done myself damage if I'd have been walking in high heels. Got MS. Also got fucking recurrent concussion. Also drinking. Anyways, if I've left out, I do apologise, but I am not surprised. If you've sat here and listened to this tale, I want to say goodbye, because these have got to go. Oh, right, this is what I want to tell you. Right, so this dude here, his name is Dwight, right? This dude here, his name is Jeff, right? Jeff's on the left, Dwight's on the right. See where I'm going? Crack him. We're on the same page. Right? Anyways, Jeff, if you look, right, like that, he looks like he's looking up at me longingly, doesn't he? But if you turn him round the other way, he looks like he's looking leeringly down my fucking cleavage. Jeff. And on that note, I shall leave. If you've sat with me to the end, I owe you a bevy, but it literally is going to be this mad if you take me up on it. And I'm only stomping to the one. Maybe a bag of crips. Yeah, right. And some bloods. Maybe a bag of crisps if you're really interested. And if you're not subscribed, please because it does get better than I think it does get better than this. Please consider liking this video because apparently that does some shit with the algorithms. I see people who have followers say this stuff. I don't. I'm not even 1,000 yet, and I've been going 17 years. Odd, over 17 years. Right? It's what comes from not promoting yourself and not fucking having ads. So if you want to come back to somewhere that just doesn't have ads, I might be talking about any old random crap, but you're never going to have to sit through an ad while you... And I don't promote anything myself because it ain't about the money. We just want to make the world dance, forget about the price tag. The price tag of literally, you have no idea how many sweets I bought. And I fucking loved it. Absolutely loved it. And somebody else gets some sweets. And next year, hopefully maybe I'll get some flat shoes for Velma. And find a better wig that accommodates her. That'd be cracking. Anyways, go Kerry Ann. It's not that she's lonely. Anyways, thank you for coming. Please come back and never forget that I love you all. Bye.